Bar Heich back here at Supreme Courts, week 4 of our play dates, and we've got some out-of-state flavor coming in as we're sitting here right now. The Webb Spartans, Coach Ricky Norris, and Sanford signee.
Commitment. I've committed. I haven't signed it.
Sanford commitment. Lucas Walsh, who didn't play today, but we'll be able to see him as the season progresses. So, Coach, coming a long way, coming from Knoxville, coming down to Supreme Courts. We thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
How have you felt about these play days?
It's great. You know, last year was our first time attending, and Coach Coker reached out, and you know, we'd heard that there was really good competition here. But when we came down last year, just the atmosphere, you know, for summer basketball, the 3 gyms. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of talented players and great coaches. So it's an easy drive. It makes total sense. You know, I wish we could come down here more. And you know, our team really benefits from coming this way.
Well, it was just watching your team play, just the fundamentals, the jump stops, the just being able to vision, the getting past the first level and being able to play in the second level, which is what basketball has become, was extremely impressive to me. If you would, Coach, speak a little bit about your star here. He not playing today, obviously,
right.
But just speak to his strengths and what you look to him as a leader, and also how you like his game.
Well, you know, the first thing that when you see him play that jumps out is his talent. Like he's a really good athlete. He's worked on it and developed his body. He's a really difficult cover because he can make shots. He put it on the floor, finishes around the rim. You know, and all those things are on the floor attributes that he possesses. But the one thing that I think I enjoy the most, and I know Sanford will as well, is how coachable he's become and is. You know, like most kids, when you get them as freshmen. You know, we had our days, you know, that weren't great, but you know,
I can relate.
Yeah, absolutely, me too. But you know, to his credit, and honestly, to his parents' credit, his dad and I coached together at Oak Ridge High School, and I was actually at the hospital when he was born. And so there was a trust there that usually, a lot of times as a coach, you don't get with a player and their family. And so his dad trusting and allowing us to coach him, and him being willing to take it, I think is one of the things that gives him the most chance to reach his potential. So I know Sanford's getting a great one. His best basketball, everybody says this, but his best basketball is ahead of him. He's going to be a really good player down here in Birmingham.
So speaking to those strengths, and I saw you over there just conversing with your teammates, and sometimes when you're injured, it's neat to sit back and be able to watch the game and see how it progresses. So you talked about your strength. Talk about some weaknesses. If there are a couple of weaknesses, whatever they may be, what do you have to do as you get healthy going into the season to help your team? And then also looking forward to the next level, what are a couple of things that have to improve?
I think for this season in particular, to take it to the next level, I think I need to be more active, always alert on defense, take my defense up to the next level. Because once I do that, everyone else is going to start doing it. Because our defense is where we struggled a lot this summer. We recently just did a whole practice on and got a lot better. But I think the defensive end, and then also being a leader, just more holding everyone accountable, getting everyone involved, making sure they're doing what they should be doing.
So all hair team nominee, by the way, is Lucas.
Nominee, he's unanimous.
Absolutely. I mean, the body's got the hair, and folks, he was worried about talking. He's doing fine. But Coach, so in this age of positionless basketball, if you will. Used to there were bigs down in the bottom, and I ask this question all the time. How have you evolved as a coach as basketball has changed?
Wow, you know, hopefully a lot like everyone else. You know, you look back at games 10, 15, 20 years ago, and it makes you cringe to watch film of our teams playing 20 years ago. Like, how did we score?
Yeah.
You know, but I do think it's put the emphasis on skill level. You know, it's hard to play how we play or in our system or whatever if you don't have a high skill level. And it's definitely hard to play multiple people that don't have a skill level. So, you know, I think Lucas he's a dream in that regard because he's got size. He can defend guys much bigger than him, but he's just a tough cover on the other end. So, you know, I think we've definitely evolved, and hopefully we'll keep evolving and getting better as a program. But it's all about decision making, and then, you know, just having a willingness to fight somebody on the defensive end. You don't have to be perfect, but you just got to have some guts and go at people on the defensive end.
As we discussed off camera before, arguably maybe best team in school history last year. Ran into some adversity, some injuries, some different things happening, some guys leaving to further their career in different sports. So, Lucas, give me the storybook season. for this year, for your senior year, starting out, getting to that, when the first tip, give me the schedule, what all it looks like to end your career in the most positive manner possible.
All right, well, I think this year, we're going to be a lot better than people have imagined because everyone sees we're super young. Everyone sees the 3 good players we lost, but I think people don't realize the players we had last year that didn't get as much minutes, they've all grown, they've gotten better and stronger, all of us have. And I think that this year we can all buy in and we'll be a lot better than everyone thinks. And I think it's going to take a little while to get to where we need to be perfect, but by January, whenever our regional games come, I think we're going to be at our peak then, and I hope that no one gets injured, that we can just keep it playing out through the tournament and hopefully get a state championship.
What about your words, Coach? What does this team have to do to get to that point? What do they need to improve on? And what do you see coming up in the season?
Well, you can tell his coach's son, like, that was a great answer. I couldn't beat that answer. I think that's us in a nutshell. I do think we'll get better as this goes along. We got some football guys that will get late, and so it'll be choppy early, but we don't have to be good until January. And so I think that is the focus. I think for us to get there, it is that. It's getting some consistency with guys in the gym, staying healthy, because I like the makeup and the core of our team. I think we've got some toughness about us. I think we've got some versatility. We've got a good mix of old guys and younger guys. And then ultimately, I think probably every coach you speak with would say this, it's just how much are you willing to give up for someone else and for our team, and are you willing to accept those roles that are allocated to you? And I think that's a big part of summer. Like, we went through that in these 4 weeks. Guys get a year older and they think just because of that they get another role. That's not all the time how it works. And so, just all of those things. And then, man, at the end of the day, we've been through this. We just need a break. You get to a tournament, we just need a ball to go in, or get a loose ball that goes our way, or, maybe the other guys start getting some foul trouble, not ours. So, it's a good group. I'm really looking forward to coaching them and seeing how good we can become.
Well, thank y'all for coming down here, being part of Alabama basketball as it's exploding. Webb Spartans didn't have all their guns today. They'll get them back, but keep an eye on this team and this guy. He's coming to play basketball in Alabama. Thank you, Coach Norris. Thank you, Lucas. We'll see you guys soon. Look forward to following you.
Appreciate it.